What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time visiting, welcome to the channel. Thanks for rocking with me on another video. So 3 weeks ago I posted a video about my Cavfab crossover steering for that. It should have been on by now, but I've been waiting 3 weeks for this stupid reamer to show up. It's here finally. So as you can see, Jeep's out. Now we got to jack it up, get it on stands, get the front tires off of it, measure the factory drag links so we can reset the tow back to where it is now so it drives good. So let's get to it. Alright, so we're going to get started on jacking this thing up. It's a little windy today, so sorry for the wind noise. I really need to work on getting a bigger space because this is unacceptable. I need to move the Cadillac, but I can't move it because it doesn't have brakes or a transmission or motor, so I can't just hook it to the truck and drag it out. I'm waiting for a car dolly to show up. Supposed to be here today, but we'll see what happens. Once a car dolly shows up, then I can actually start moving stuff around on the property, you know, easily. But for now, we just have to make do with the little tiny bit of cramped space that we have here. I mean, this is my pressure washer, and I have about a foot between the front tire and the pressure washer, and on the other side, my barbecue is right there, and I have about a foot there. So luckily we're working on the front and not the side. If I was working on the side, I'd obviously pull it forward some more, but I'll set you up on a time lapse so we can get this thing jacked up and put on the stands. Okay, you guys fell over last time, so now we're starting again. But like I was saying, I already measured this once. I started talking to the camera, forgot my measurement, but this is why we make videos. So when we're stupid and forget stuff, we can just look back on the video and remember what the hell we were talking about. So let's go there. To here we have, we'll say 52 and 1/16. And then from the pitman arm to the knuckle, we're going to say is 37 and 37. Now let's get to pulling this shit apart. I guess it's a good thing we have cotter pins, because that one was barely finger tight, and I put that son of a bitch on there. Whoops. Oh yeah, that one was good. Is this one with the shit? Oh, that was kind of tight, I guess. All three of those were, let's focus, all three of those are 19 millimeter, in case you know, are too lazy to dig through your toolbox to find what size that is. Now let's get the persuasion stick. I literally just touched it and it fell right out. Oh my gosh. There we go. That one took a little bit more doing. Just like that. Now, put my purse away. Sorry, this one's the fanny pack. The bigger one, the 5-pound sledge, is the purse. Either way, let's get this put away, all this shit taken off, I need to take the stabilizer shock off, and then we'll pull the rest of it apart. I'll grab the drill, load up the reamer, and hope I get these done before I fuck the reamer, or before I mess up the reamer. So when I bought this kit, I just bought the tie rod and the drag link. I didn't opt for the stabilizer shock mounts or the over the axle track bar, because this axle housing is actually bent, and I don't want to do a bunch of fabrication on housing that I know is bent. So I'm not going to waste the time or the money putting the big over the axle track bar mount and all that fancy shit on there. But this Jeep had 0 death wobble up to 175. I didn't dare go much faster than that because, well, it's a Cherokee. But at highway speeds, it had absolutely 0 death wobble. I could let go of the steering wheel and it would just track straight as hell down the road. So I've heard with this heavier kit, I don't need the stabilizer shock, and I shouldn't have death wobble at all with this new kit if I put it back in spec and align it correctly where it is right now, which, you know, is why we do the measuring. So I'm not sold on reusing my stabilizer shock, but I'm gonna be nice when I take it apart, just in case I actually have to order the mount, because this stabilizer shock is only, I don't know, like 5 or 6 months old, so it's still relatively new. It's definitely reusable. So I'm hoping, like I said, everything's gonna go smoothly, but I really don't think so, because I don't have very good luck with drill bits. So I'm hoping that I can get these holes done before I somehow catastrophically destroy my brand new reamer. So let's get to it. This is the Old Faithful here, and I'm hoping that my reamer fits, because this is a 1/2 inch shank reamer, but it's got these cogs cut in it. So be careful. It's my first time. Oh, I didn't have to spit on her, bud. She just slid right in there. Now, I know these are supposed to be high-speed reamers, but the dude I bought it from told me to use kind of a medium speed with plenty of lubrication. And I buy WD-40 by the gallon, so we have plenty of lubrication. Let's see if we can make some metal. Sorry. Let's see if we can make some holes bigger. That's what I meant to say. Alright, so I'm so happy I decided to do all of this stuff off camera, because this is a shit show. The 2 knuckles went perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better. But this son of a bitchin' thing right here, this boy won't go all the way through because he keeps grabbing, flipping my drill out of my damn hand. And my battery died. So I went in the house, got another battery, and it lasted about 47 seconds, and then it died. So I went and got goddamn Old Faithful here, and all it's doing is power yeeting my wrist into my axle. So now we're just kind of taking a minute to reevaluate our life choices. Let's trying to figure this out, see if there's a way to get this done. I don't want to take the pitman arm off because I can't get the nut to come loose, but I may end up having to take the pitman arm off. I don't know why I do this to myself, but we got to figure a solution out, because we've come way too far to turn back now. Stay tuned. Okay, I'm through playing with this goddamn pitman arm. This is what we're doing. I got my 3/4 inch I'm done arguing bar, And we're going to take a little pitman arm off here. We'll clamp it in the dam vise, drill it out, be done. I'm running out of patience for this project. Stay tuned. Well, that was a pain in the ass, but it's off. Now, it's time to take her over to the vise. I'll try to get you guys set up out there, but I make no promises. Okay, I'm going to consider it luck, I guess. I don't know what else to chalk it up to, but somehow I managed to get anti-seize out and use it without it getting anywhere else. I call that a pretty good day. Even though, you know, no other part of this job I would consider to be a good day. But that part, it's a win in my books, boys. Now, tighten this damn thing back down. My big old damn talking stick. Killed the battery on my impact, by the way. That's why we're doing this one by hand. Ooh, buddy. One more. Yep. That's as good as it's going to get. Now, I'm going to clean up a little bit of the tools that I have out and set the tripod up in a different space. Then we'll come back and get the rod ends all adjusted and get them set on. Alright, we're going to start with the one that goes to the pitman arm first for obvious reasons. Okay, now the bolt down through there. Wait. Get the washers. Now, this needs a misalignment here, misalignment on the bottom, man, there it is. Okay, that's apparently not the right length of bolt. That's not good, boys. Can't be this one, because this one goes over there on the drag leak, I thought. I guess it's possible. Of course, I screwed up the alignment of my arms. After all that time I spent preaching to you guys. Oh, that's the one right there, bud. Okay. That one's on there. Now, here and get this one somewhat situated. Sorry, this isn't more interesting or exciting, but this is real world shit here, fellas. Not everything goes the way you think it's going to. You got it in your mind that it's going to be quick and easy and it's just going to work out. But that's a lie. It ever works that way. Nothing in life is ever that simple. So on these, you go washer, your misalignment spacer, the Heim, your misalignment, another washer, the knuckle, a washer, then your bottom link goes in, so, and then another washer, and your bottom nut. And if you're obsessive compulsive like I am, it bothers you to go from the top down with the bolt because it looks kind of goofy. But if you read into it, it's actually the way they recommend it, because this way, if the nut falls off or something, your bolt doesn't fall out too. Which I know steering still falls out, but that's okay. This side is pretty simple. It's a washer, the knuckle, a washer, the Heim, another washer, obviously, and then the nut. Okay, now tie my sway bar back up, adjust these Heims to where they're on the angle they're supposed to be, so they don't bind up and they don't twist and move and the bar doesn't do all kinds of goofy stuff. Adjust my pitman arm Heim right here, and then I'll come back. Okay, we're on to the last one. I figured now's a good time to kind of show you guys how this is supposed to work with these Heims and stuff. So the way this one's flat here, you don't want that, because that means your steering arm can move up and down, and these will fight each other and they'll bind up and do all kinds of silly stuff. So you want it turned as far to the front as it will go. So you want this basically butted up against your washer, and that will stop it from doing this stuff. See? Like I have it here. I don't know how well you can see that, but I have it here on the pitman and down there on the knuckle as well for the drag link. Here, let's show you what I mean. See? Like that. How that top one's turned all the way. And the bottom one is too. You can't really tell because it doesn't have the misalignment spacers on it. Anyway, at some point I'm gonna have to take these nuts back off because I'm kind of stupid and forgot to get red Loctite for these bolts. I was just, you know, the reamer showed up today and I was so excited to finally be able to use my steering that I kind of forgot to get some Loctite. So I'm gonna have to take this back apart at some point in the future. I'll probably go into town in the next week or so and get me some red Loctite. But for now, this is gonna work, so I can put the tires back on it, get it out of my damn driveway, go take it for a test drive, see if the steering makes a difference, see if I get death bubble out of it, you know, the usual test drive stuff. So there it is, finished product. It's obviously not down on the ground yet, but so I was concerned about how I mounted my drag link, because I put it under the pitman arm, and a lot of people said I should have put it over, so that way my track bar and my drag link angles are the same. But I'll tell you, it looks pretty damn close to me. I mean, close enough. I'm not really worried about getting death wobble out of it. But we forgot something. We're going to do that right now. Swag. Can't have fancy high dollar steering without a cool ass silver sticker to go with it, right? to get the damn thing to peel right. We'll get it on. Come on, bud. There we go. About right there-ish. Looks pretty good to me. Dumbass head's probably right in the way in there. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there you have it. Cavfab high clearance steering for an XJ. It's kind of a shit show, but realistically, it wasn't that bad. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys back up on a time lapse, get the tires put back on it, get it off the jack stands, get it down on its own weight, and then we'll take it for a ride. Okay, I can already tell my steering wheel is not centered. It's in the cab of the Jeep, and you can see it's not straight even a little bit. So let's see what we gotta do here. How far we gotta take it? Oh man, that's not too bad, I guess. No, that's not the drag link. That's the tie rod. Technical difficulties. Plus, like I said, I'm kind of stupid. So now I got to take the drag link off, pull it together a little bit, remeasure my whole front end. This is going to take a while. Maybe we're not taking it for a ride today. So, as it turns out, my measurements were quite a bit off, actually. You're supposed to be towed in like a 1/16 of an inch, and I'm towed out 3/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to pull the driver's side off because it's the shorter bolt, and I'm just going to take the slack out of the driver's side on this setup. So I'll be back when I get that done. As I mentioned before, guys, I'm kind of stupid. That whole big talk about how, you know, I was going to set this up, but it was only going to be one, and I wasn't going to have to take it apart a bunch of it. Man, that's all bullshit. That's all way out the window. My alignment was off like 3/4 of an inch. So I got my toe set, and now my steering wheel is like, you know, almost 1/4 of a turn off. So now I got to take the drag link off the damn pitman arm and pull some slack out of it. This is fun. To be continued. I'll be back when the steering wheel is centered. Test drive time. Let's see how we do. We got it feels a little tighter. Like I might have had some bad rod ends in the old steering, but it definitely feels a lot better. We're not completely aligning this thing. See, it's still a little bit off. But oh yeah, that guy. See, don't worry about that, guys. It's just a loose fitting on the oil pressure sending unit. It's fine. See, we have oil pressure again. It's just that fitting, that sending unit is just about shot. So we're almost to the highway. We'll wind her up to about 40 because that's our speed for the highway here, and we'll be back. We'll get some video on the highway. Here we go. Truck. I gotta stop looking at the damn screen. Okay, overall thoughts on Cavfab high steering kit. Pretty good product. Seems to be so far anyway. Rod, the heim joints feel really nice. Really like a quality heim joint, like they didn't skimp out on their products. Install time realistically should have taken about an hour. It did not take me an hour. It should have. It did not. It took me closer to 2.5 because, you know, like my steering box came from a junkyard. So it was rustier than shit. My impact gun came from Harbor Freight, so it doesn't have a lot of busting torque, I guess you could call it. Other than that, no serious, well, I guess my right thumb would disagree with the no serious injury factor, because when the reamer decided to grab and whip it real hard, my right thumb, you know, immediately regretted its decision to hold on to that goddamn thing. But other than that, it's a pretty good product. I would recommend Cavfab. It is not the cheapest one on the market, but it's very affordable. The shipping time was pretty decent. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Now I gotta take myself back home, wash up, get some dinner in me, and then call it a night, I guess. Remember, your dreams don't work if you don't. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.